Hello and welcome back to Investment Vitals. Last week I had made a video on the summary of the new proposal in the ongoing FTX claim case. As was discussed in that video, I will be making detailed video of individual sections that are most relevant for you so that you can choose which video to watch, specifically those that are relevant for you. Today I'll be talking about the convenience class, which is defined as classes 6AC, which will be applicable to most of the people watching this video, essentially the small depositors or investors on FTX exchange. If you find this video useful, do like the video, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay posted of the latest development. Also share it with your friends and family, and if you have any suggestions, input, queries, then mention in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. With that, I am neither a financial nor a legal advisor, so nothing in this video or in my channel is financial or legal advice. With that out of the way, let's move into the details. Today, the discussion point today is of convenience classes. Before I start of the coverage of convenience class in the current proposal document, the docket, let me explain what convenience classes is. While the definition of convenience class would evolve as the court proceeding goes ahead, but as of today, we have got a reference point in terms of the Celsius bankruptcy example. In case of Celsius, the convenience class was decided to be those depositors who had an deposit of up to 5,000 US dollars. On your screen, you can see the news article that discusses about the convenience class. What it talks about that the convenience class were those people who had up to a balance of less than 5,000 US dollars, and those people would be getting approximately 70% of their claim in liquid crypto. Now, for the purpose of understanding, I'll just reiterate this. Those people who had deposit of less than $5,000 would have received a money in cash of 70% of their claim value. Now, how is it different from others is in the fact that unlike the other claimants who had deposit of above $5,000, these people would get cash, while those who had deposit of who do not classify within the convenience class would get lesser amount in cash or US dollars and more amount in stake in the new company. So under convenience class, the court of law had tried to make it easier for the small depositor to get the money back, and also the amount that was recoverable or receivable by the convenience class people was higher than most other people. Also, as also mentioned in this new article here, convenience class represented approximately 85% of all the creditors. Now, those people who would have qualified for convenience class in Celsius claim but had a deposit of more than 1,000 US dollars also had an option of opting out of the convenience class. Further, people who had a claim of more than 5,000 US dollars also had an option of opting into convenience class by foregoing their claim. For example, if an individual had, say, a claim of $6,000 US dollars on FTX, then he could have chosen to let go of $1,000 and could have reduced his claim amount to 5,000 to qualify for convenience class. Now, for those people who are marginally above 5,000 US dollars, it would have made a lot of sense to become part of convenience class so that they get the money back faster and without having to wait for the issues of shares, etc. in the newly floated company. However, this is not a financial advice. This is what I would have done in case of Celsius. Now, coming back to the case of FTX, I presume that court would try to have a similar amount for classification of convenience class. Considering the size and scale of FTX, it is likely that convenience class amount could be slightly higher, maybe even $7,500 US dollars or even $10,000 US dollars. We'll see how it goes. But the court would try to get as many number of people under this class as possible, because it will make it easier for small depositors, some of whom might be banking with this money or wanting this money for their daily needs. So it would be very useful for those people. Now, how would the treatment of convenience class be different from others is mentioned in the current section, which is in the blue here. It says holders of claims in a convenience class will receive a one-time distribution in cash at a fixed amount to be determined in the plan. Such amount will be different for each convenience class based on the present value of projected recoveries for the analogous classes 4A, 4B and 5 at the time of the plan. For those who have not seen my previous video, link above, class 4A pertains to customers of international customers of FTX, that is customers of FTX.com. 4B are customers, US customers of FTX, who used to use the platform of FTX.us, and section 5 is others, which is not relevant for this video, so I will not talk about that. The amount recoverable by people of FTX.com, customers of FTX.com, is different from those of FTX US. As the position stands today, FTX US, FTX.US customers are likely to get more money back compared to customers of FTX.com. Compared to this, when we go by this analogy, it is likely that the convenience class of 4A, which is of customers of FTX.com, will probably be lesser amount compared to the convenience class customers of 4B, that is FTX.US customers. However, it would be paid out in cash, and you would have to wait for allocation of share and selling your shares of the newfound company to get your money back. Let's see how it evolves, but going by the precedence of Celsius, it is likely that a convenience class would be easier for most people. We will see as it goes. When the time comes for voting, I will be telling you of what I am doing and how I am proceeding with the election or voting thereof, at the same way as I had given you a step-by-step video of how to file your FTX claim. Now, if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe it to now and hit the notification bell so that you're updated and you're aware of how to vote for it and the various important updates in the present case. Apart from the convenience class, I also want to discuss in this particular video the option of getting your money early. I'll go to the relevant section and I'll speak about it in a second. But the provision that has been touted in the current proposal is to have an option of just a second, please. Have an option of among distribution, an option of potential early liquidity alternatives. As is highlighted on the current screen, it says debtors also, that is implies FTX.com, FTX US and the subsidiaries who are part of this court case. It says the debtors also intend to explore alternatives to provide creditors a voluntary election to receive early cash distributions, with the scope and source of funding for such election to be determined in connection with the finalization of the plan. So what the document currently envisages is that going forward, there is likely to be a particular section wherein people will have an option of opting to get their money faster than others. Now, most likely, these people who go for earlier liquidity options might probably have to take a slight degree of haircut or a slight degree of losses compared to others who are willing to wait. Also, while some of it's not very clear if this will only be eligible for a convenience class, but it is highly likely that convenience class people will probably be given this option, and maybe by default also under this option. We'll see how it emerges, but it is also likely that some other people who are not falling within convenience class might also be given this option to take a slight hit, a slight loss or reduction in the claim amount and get the money out fast. For those people who believe that a bull run might come up faster, or those who believe that you can use this money for faster to grow their money faster through other investments, or who might be in genuine need of money for their day-to-day uses, could use this facility feature for getting the money faster. However, having said this, I would also like to highlight the risks that are currently going around in terms of phishing campaign targeted around this particular early redemption option. I'll be putting across on the screen. Just before I proceed again on the screen, I would like to tell you that this convenience class and the early withdrawal option are currently not available. This will only be made available after the court hearings again resume, and it is most likely to be offered after the March of 2024. Even if it is going to happen earlier, I will keep you posted on this video. But as of now, as of the time of making the video on 27th of October 2023, this option is not available, and it's unlikely to become available anytime in near future. Some people have, however, received phishing emails like the one currently shown on the screen. As you can see on the screen, some people have received email like this saying that withdrawals are available. You have been identified as an eligible customer for withdrawing digital assets, and there will be a link which the phisher will try to ask you to hit. There's another similar example on the screen right now which you can read through. I'll put across this screen which many people have received, and it looks very genuine. It says assets eligible for withdrawal. Dear FTX users, we are excited to offer you, the valued priority customers of FTX trading, a special opportunity starting from today. As a priority client, you can now undergo the withdrawal process of your assets on FTX platform and then deposit them directly into your wallet, eliminating any waiting period and the court outcomes. To get started, simply click the button below to visit the withdrawal page and to begin the withdrawal process. Do not click on such links. Now, this is a phishing attempt. Many fraudulent people are trying to fleece you of the money. Another example on the screen right now, and if you see, it is from Crawl Restructuring. However, the email is mail@networkforgood.com or some other network. Please remain cautious of such fraudulent activities from fraudsters who are trying to fleece you of your money. I will put on screen the official emails from which you will be getting official correspondences. In this case, you will only please verify the domain name. The domain name would most likely be kroll.com. The full email would likely be ftx at noticing.ra.crawl.com. However, be sure that the domain name is kroll.com before trusting any email in this context. You might have known that there was a breach of customer data, so many of our email and contact details are available with many fraudsters who would be trying to send creative emails to you in an attempt to fleece the money out of you. So please be careful unless you get an email from either this domain or from the domain of pwc.uk, which is also unlikely because in recent past I have not received any correspondence from pwc.uk. Unless you get from pwc.uk or eventually from ftx.com, unless you get an email from these domain names, essentially meaning the email should be ending with either kroll.com, which is the most likely scenario. You will mostly be getting emails from kroll.com, or in very rare scenario you might get an email from pwc.co.uk or even ftx.com. Unless you get an email from this domain, do not click on any of the link. You can be assured that that would be a fraud email. Do not click on links. If there is any relevant correspondence that has come from FTX or its group entities, I'll keep you posted about that. I hope you find this video useful. If you have any queries, do mention in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to you on those queries with greater clarity. Also please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay posted and updated about the latest development in the particular case. Like the video and share it with your friends and family. I'll be back with you with the more important updates which might be relevant for you. If you find those particular video updates also relevant, please click and view those. I will be seeing you in the next video shortly. See you. Take care. Bye bye.